What's going on YouTube? It's Captain Laps here. Later that same day, if you get that reference, then you're probably as old as I am. I'm gonna make a lot of jokes, a lot of references back towards like some of the older days, but we are gonna turn up some volume here because I can't hear anything in my headphones. We're gonna run through the Morne. It's Castle Morne, and it's the Morne Tunnel. We're gonna run through the Morne Tunnel here. I'm gonna make sure I stay recording. I'm gonna make sure that this kind of catches, because this tunnel is gonna have some smithing stones, and I think this tunnel is a little bit of a maze. So we're just gonna make sure we get everything here. So we're gonna run, and we're gonna jump over to this ledge. We're going to come up here, and we're going to meet our second victim here. These guys don't really pay attention to us if they're mining, so we can save them for later. Grab any of the glowing stones on the ground there. Jump over here. We're going to run over here. This guy he's waiting for us. But we're going to try and bait him out first, because we want him to do that aerial jump. Dodge this guy, and he's dead. We could have just walked over here to that. Spellcasters, you could have just shot your little glintstone pebbles at him, but I like to do a mix of heavy. I'd like to do a little bit of a mix of stuff. So sometimes you just roll into stuff, make sure you're not missing anything. Everything's pretty much destructible. They did a really good job with this map. Let's see, we got two enemies here. That guy's sleeping. That guy, we're going to get a nice juicy critical on, because he ain't paying attention. Let's step on his tail and everything. That's going to wake this guy up. Oh, and I didn't see that guy. So we got that quick little melee out there, so that's really good. So these guys you're going to be careful with. I haven't come across any of them yet, but we're going to come across some that are glowing red on their back, and those guys for sure you want to watch out for. You don't want to hit them with like spire fells or anything like that, because they're going to explode. But basically while they're sitting there mining, they're pretty useless. They're pretty harmless. That's the word I want, harmless. So we're not going to go that way. We're going to go this way first. Got this guy sitting over here. Nice heavy. Finish him up. And then that guy's going to start swinging at us. That's fine, because we're just going to readjust here. We're going to come at him at a different angle. I'm going to pick his up. That pickaxe. It's okay. Nothing to... If you think it's awesome, then by all means, go for it if you want to be like swinging a pickaxe, but it's a pickaxe in one of the first mines in the game. Like, we don't need that smoke. So we're just gonna run straight in here. That guy noticed us, so we're gonna try and get him out of the air. See, they get in the air like that. Oh, what do you do? Why are you? What? Employee of the month over here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So we're going to back ourselves into a corner here, because we are outnumbered quite heavily. And they're just going to shoot arrows. So we're going to play caddy as well. So if they just want to shoot arrows at us, then we can play caddy too, and we can just kind of hide in this little thing. So we're going to go out. These guys want to just fly up there, shoot arrows, and they're going to dodge that, but oh, we have no FP. We're gonna die. Flying enemies, no fun. We'll get a spell later that will basically nuke all of that, but that's... See, I can't even lock onto him properly. And I've got 100... I look like a pincushion. And he won't come down. Flying enemies are the worst. Like, I look like a pincushion. So that's why I say take your time. You know, sometimes you just run right in and you get ambushed by, 10 friggin' beasts here. Alright, so that has boss fight written all over it, so we're just gonna remember that that's down this way, and we're gonna kind of go back and we're gonna explore some more of it. So, missed that smithing stone there. Right above us, that's where we came in, so if we die, I'm assuming we go back there to the Grace, and then we just kind of run through here real quick. That's the way we came in from. So we're going to go explore this area real quick. So make sure we're not missing any goodies. So our lantern's not on. And how could we have missed this soft cotton? So I think that pretty much covers it. I don't think I missed anything in this way. I don't think I chose to go a certain way in this side of the cave that, you know, kind of shot anything else out. Can I pick these up? No, not yet. So we came down and we went under first, so we're just gonna go, we're gonna continue on straight here just to make sure we're getting the path. And it looks like about the same kind of environment that we went through in the last tunnel. So we're gonna try and just sneak around here, get this big heavy in. We're gonna look around to the back side here. There is a somber smithing stone over here. That'll be nice. We'll get you some more unique weapons that'll work with here soon, but we're just gonna walk through here kind of casually. I want to check to see if there's a dog in here, because if there is, this is gonna become a tight space really quickly. But we're gonna bounce off that guy like 4 times, and we're gonna get that kill. Oh, and all that for the exalted flesh. Good thing we didn't miss that. So, alright, now that we've fully explored this cave, you know, we came down there for that other part of the tunnel, and we're gonna wrap down here to where we could have dropped down from at the very beginning. Killed all of those misbegotten warriors. If you're struggling with them now, we're gonna have a whole bunch of them coming up soon. So these are fire barrels. You can kind of throw explosives into it, and they kind of explode. But you know, it is what it is. It's not like a super destructive force. So if I remember correctly, this way's the boss. So this should be a nice simple boss. I'm not 100% sure what boss this is, but we're gonna go in. We're gonna go in with our strategy. We're gonna kick off with Rock Sling, if you remember. And because we're opening the door, the animation's a little bit longer, so we get caught by these animations. And that grave site over there to the left, that's your summon sign. So whenever you see that, you can summon. Oh yeah, this guy's done. He's just gonna slow walk like that. Like, okay, so we're just gonna end this fight because he just walked. Like, I don't know what to tell you there. He just walked into death. Like, the rusted anchor is phenomenal. This rusted anchor is really good. So right now we got a heavy load. We're gonna drink our strength, not tier, so we can kind of use it one-handed. But got a roar, which is okay. But you put wild strikes on this, and it just becomes just this weapon of destruction. It's got the great hammer moveset, the same as the great axe that we had. So it's pretty much the same. Some overhead swiping, and then it does some big chunks for here. Really nice weapon. Really nice weapon. You put wild strikes on it, which is an ash war we'll find here in a little bit, and this will carry you. I've seen this rusted nail used all the way to New Game Plus and several iterations beyond. A lot of one-shot builds in the very beginning came out with that. Speedrunners use this a lot. Very good, but at the same time, you're also running around with a rusted anchor. So I'm not about that drip. I'm about this Moonveil Katana drip. So then we're coming back out here. So what we're going to do is we're going to run down here real quick. And we're going to hit this Spirit Spring. And I want to make sure that we're not missing anything off the jump of this Spirit Spring. Because sometimes you can jump like we did with the Turtle Shield. Sometimes you can jump into these areas and you can kind of see if you're missing anything from up here. But we are not. So we are going to go to that plateau right there next. That plateau is about right here. So we're going to go there next. And I think I missed something in that cave. Let me think for a little, because I think there's a way you can get down here. And I might have completely just missed that. So let's go get this, because I want this Ash of War, or I want this incantation that we're going to get from right here. So in order to get there, we're going to look for our little jump down puzzle. We're going to look for a little bit of a jump down puzzle. And we are going to go from there. There's also another cave that I want to grab while I remember it. That cave is right here-ish, in this little area. We're going to go and do that, but we're going to go get this number 1 first here. And this is, you're going to be fighting the hardest boss in the game, Gravity, for this challenge. So, not too complicated. Getting down there is not going to be too complicated. Obviously, gravity's going to do the work. Like if we're having a hard time jumping, gravity will take in for us. But we want that golden ball down there on the ground. Now, there's a lot of bats in this area, so once we get down there, it's gonna be chaos. So, but we're going for that ball. And I don't care what happens, but we're going to go for that ball. So, real easy. These little puzzles, you just kind of aim yourself up with Torrent. I like using Torrent because if you miss, you can double jump and kind of get back to going with Torrent. So, we're going to go straight for this ball because I don't want this ball to disappear. If it did disappear, there is a way around that. But right now, I have an alarm going off, and I can't do anything about it because I have 100 bats in my face. So we're just going to have to silence that. Oh my god. I can't do anything. I can't do anything. I can't do anything. I can't do anything. So faster. Faster. There's got to be faster. Okay, we gotta be faster. I'm gonna drink, I'm not gonna die. You can take a lot of hits from these fucking things, so we gotta be faster. Gotta be faster. Just enough FP. So we can now run around and get these. This is how we build like lightning pods and stuff, so is for these like furlong looms. We'll build lightning pods with this later, but we got ourselves lightning strike, and lightning strike is something that I'm probably gonna switch over to when I get more lightning incantations. But right now we don't. We got the one, and that's not really gonna. It'll carry us, but at the same time, I don't want to rely on that. Just that. I like to have a variety. Just killing these bats at this point because they're getting annoying. Okay, so there isn't anything down here. I thought there was, but maybe this is the spot that I was talking about. So we're gonna shoot back over here to the south of the lookout tower. We're gonna shoot back over here for this. I'm gonna turn that alarm back on so it doesn't snooze. Clear that out. And then we're going to head for that number 2. I'm watching the time here. We're going to try and make this a quick little video. I've got the boys hopping on tonight for some games. We're not really sure what we're going to be playing. We might play Marvel Rivals. But as of right now, we're not really too sure. So here's that number 2. That treasure. And you know what? I should have thought about it, but that treasure piece right there leads us to where we're going. So if I can't find the cave I'm looking for, that treasure post will lead us to where we need to go. But I think it comes back. I think the guy comes back over here. And then he goes down this path. And then comes down here. I remember. The Earthbore Cave. This is going to be one of the times where I definitely tell you to spend your runes if you do not want to lose them. Because remember that big old rune bear that we fought way back in Limgrave a couple episodes ago? We are going to fight another one of those. The last episode I told you I was going to level up. I did. I put it into Vigor to where my Vigor now is 18. I'm going to put another level in Vigor, so now it is 19. We're almost at that soft point for Vigor, so now we will start increasing our mind and our endurance a little bit here in the next couple level ups. But we want that to 20 for sure before we get where we're going. That floor right there is going to fall in. So try and do... There we go. Bait that out. It's just going to drop you down where we're going to go. We had to get that turtleneck and the cave moths. So we're going to be dealing with a couple rats here. So I'm going to get the glintstone arc out just because I don't feel like dealing with them. No, that's 1. That's 2. Probably do it with the glintstone pebble. Still doing really good damage. But there is a section here that I want to... There he is. There he is. There's the big one. There's the big one. Okay. Glintstone pebble here. We're going to finish these off. Okay. Not bad. Nothing much else in here. If we fell through, this is where we would have landed. I'm trying to look for the hole. It's so hard to look up in this game. But if we fell through, we would have landed like right here on this little pedestal. If we die to this boss, which is a big possibility, because we're going to have to get in there, we're going to have to get physical. If we die to this boss, then it is up. That's where we're going to come back down. So then we got these rats to kill. Some kunais. I will set those up for the next time we go in the catacomb. I will show you how I use those. So slight drop here. Whenever you're looking for their drop, you just want to make sure you're good. So when we come back through here, so we don't embarrass ourselves, what we want to do is we want to jump for that ledge there. So we want to slowly approach that fall. And then walk our way down, so that way we're not taking any fall damage before this fight, or just straight up dying. So, we, like I said, for the rune bears, we want to get physical. So for this first fight, we kind of want to beat him on the first try, because this is a very small area, and after we aggro him this first time, he is going to be just aggroed the entire time. So as soon as we walk through the store, he's going to be on us from here on out. So we're going to sneak up and we're going to try and get some big heavies into him. Oh no, he just, never mind. So he's just, oh wait. Oh no, I messed up. Okay, we'll roll into him. We're just doing quick attacks. Okay, rolling into him and doing quick attacks. Make sure you're ready with your heals. While I'm doing it, if you hold down like your spells or your juices, if you hold it down, it will go to whatever your first slot is. Now it's probably not the time to be talking about that, but if you hold it down whatever you want to do. Like if you're going to move through your inventory there, you want to just hold down the thing if you've got like a bunch of stuff stacked there. But you hold it down and, you know, makes it real easy to get back to the main primary thing. So right now I'm going to just load up another heavy because we got full heals, we got full FP. So I'm just going to hold down a heavy after that crits, and as soon as he gets up, we're going to smack him with it. So, but pretty easy. We took him down pretty easy. I'm not gonna lie. That was relatively easy. But like I said, when you get like up in that bear's grill, it's just over. If you're having a hard time as a spellcaster, I would not worry about that, because the moon veil, if you get close to it with the moon veil, you can hit them with the R2, the animation. So if I just burn through this FP bar right here, this unsheath attack will make contact with the rune bear, and that will do extra damage. So you'll get the wave from Transient Moonlight, and you'll get the Unsheath Astral War kind of skills. It's not as powerful as the straight up Unsheath, but at the same time, it is relatively nice. So that is going to be it for this section of the Weeping Peninsula. So we went through all of this. We got the demi-human staff here. We went through all of this. We fought all those weird imps. This is right by all the gravity guys. We got yourself another memory stone here. This is obviously where we killed that night boss. We explored here, nothing here. We got our frenzy incantation here. We came over here and we got our lightning strike incantation, and then we went through this and got some sweet upgrade mats. So now we're going to be taking on this western side of the hemisphere, and we kind of looked at some of this already, but we just didn't really dive deep into it, kind of like we have been. So we're going to go back up here to the Church of Pilgrimage, and I think I called it like the First Church of America or something like that, but they're churches, and that's I think of them as churches. So what we're going to do real quick is we're just going to run and we're going to knock out this side of the map, because there's not as much over here as to where we get into the middle here. Then we'll start dealing with some more stuff. So I want to kind of keep this short, so we're just going to run along this left side here. We're going to run all the way down. We're going to go here. We're going to check this out. I'm going to remind you what's all here. We're going to go here. We're going to fight that boss real quick. It's a pretty hard boss, but I have faith in us. I feel like we can do it. We're going to run up here because I think there's another sacred tier in here, and then we're going to check this area out, and then we're going to run down to the isolated merchant shack. We might run out here on the coast. I can't remember if we can run all of this, but there's really nothing out on the coast usually. So if we don't go that way, we don't go that way. You can explore it on your own. No problem. I have faith where we're at now, build-wise, where you should be at, build-wise, gameplay-wise. You know, not a lot of things should be scaring you right now. It should basically just be, you know, oh, okay, I just gotta go over here, I want to explore this, and, you know, you should know kind of a little bit of, like, how exploring some of these early game areas is. So, I believe in you, and that is the key during this game, is you believe in yourself. Like, some of the times you've seen me, I'm like, I shouldn't have doubted myself. Like, I pushed the elevator back up like I was gonna fail, and then I just go and embody the boss. Like, confidence in this game goes a long way. So you remember this, there's some rats out here on the side, and then we get some beast liver, where we're gonna run along here, check these lilies, and then right there, I'm sorry, right here is where we went and got the scythe, the wing scythe. Other than that, not too much here. There's the 2-page arrows. There's the 2-page warriors down there that shoot the arrows at you. And remember, if you're getting shot at by an arrow, just move left or right, because they track where your head's at. And if you're moving left or right, your head's never going to be in the same place as when they fired the shot. Get these right here. We're gonna come over here, and this requires a stone sword key, and we just bought one. So we're gonna go ahead and use this here. We're gonna open this up, make that disappear, and we're gonna go in here. We're gonna enter. So this is going to be a Xehamort warrior. They move quick, they move long distances, and they move I don't know, kind of whimsically. That's the best way to put it. Is they move really whimsically, so they're kind of hard to track down. So you kind of want to do your damage as you're doing your damage. As a spellcaster, I'm just gonna kind of sit back. I'm gonna hit some rock slings when they start doing their moves, so that way I can catch them while they're doing their moves. They do cold damage, so you're gonna try and keep your cold damage from building up while you're fighting this person, but it's gonna be it should be fun. It should be fun. So they just spawn right here. We're gonna get this double tap here, and we're just gonna right off the bat get like a nice little juice heavy. These guys are fast, okay? So, but I wanna cast spells, so I'm gonna stay at distance. They're gonna dodge a lot, so we're probably not gonna be wanting to use that because, like you see, they're hard targets. So you want to try and do quick spells. The Glintstone Pebble Mist. Now, this is another place too where your arc will come in handy because it's got a wider range. They're gonna blow ice all over the battlefield, and when they do that, you don't want to be stuck in it because that's what'll build up your cold meter. This boss has a second phase. Like I said, whimsical. Like nothing we've fought so far moves like this. See, here comes their second stage. So now everything that they do is going to do cold damage. We could have easily nuked them at this point because they're, just going to take damage. They got them long, so you just want to learn how to time that. But if you really want to interfere with their business, just wait till they make that long jump, because then it's going to be a quick kind of... Ooh, that's not good. Okay, so this, you want to run to like the left. You can... Oh, no, that was never mind. That was a different move. Different move. Distance on that works. Okay, I think they have a grab too. I think they have a grab. So we're gonna try and avoid the grab, but we're gonna run out of hit juice here. Oh. Oh wow. Yep. Now we're gonna have to use that. Now we're gonna have to use that. Oh. And this is a harder boss. This is gonna be one of the harder bosses we've faced so far. So, like I said, they move really quick. They do a lot of damage when they do hit. If you want to keep your distance, but he's gonna be dumb. What he was doing there, where he was blowing, that's where he was about to just completely cover the entire field with ice. And that gives us the Radagon Scar Seal. And we will look at that talisman because that's a pretty nice talisman. This might be the talisman I was thinking about that gives us 3 to each stat. As for the other one we got, give us 5. So just to confirm that, and we'll go over some of these. Yep, so this is the 3 that I was talking about. So we go from 19 to 22. We already have the upgraded version of this in the Source Seal, where it gives us 5. So it's a good talisman, especially early game. Especially if you didn't want to do all that run. It's a really good talisman for that. The Fire Drake Talisman, fire damage negation, magic damage negation. That's the one I was talking about with the charge heavies, and the enhances roar. It doesn't really work. A lot of big YouTubers and a lot of big people who do a lot of like mathematical testing in this game, they just say that it just doesn't do what it's really supposed to do, which is kind of unfortunate because there are a lot of good roar attacks. So we completely missed this grace, but we got ourselves a sacred tier. And we got ourselves another grace. So we are up here at the 4th Church of America. So I'm going to go ahead and sit down real quick just to make sure everything comes back from that boss fight that we have. And like I said, if you can't beat that boss, those Evergaols are a little bit harder than the area that you're in. So just put a pin in it. So you come over here and there's a marker system down there. Mine is X. So I'll hit the marker system. I will put a boss marker here, and then I know that that's where I got to come back for. So a good example of that is this boss over here. I know this is a boss, so I'm going to put a boss marker here for it. So that way I can show you, oh, okay, I know there's a boss here. I can go by it. But we're not going to do him until after we do the boss of this area, because that guy's kind of a pain. And then it stays on your map, and it will show up on your compass, but it won't be like from a distance. These guys are pretty cool. You can farm them for their gear, and you can farm them for their greatsword. They've got a pretty good greatsword, probably one of the best greatswords in this area. But as for right now, we don't need it. I'm gonna get you a better greatsword here in a couple episodes. So there's the grace down there by the guy we bought the lantern from. We're gonna come over here though, and there's really nothing in this area. There's a bunch of stuff that spawns up. Those guys right there, they freak out and they shoot a bunch of arrows, so we're gonna try and avoid them as much as we possibly can. But if they do start freaking out on us, then we will do some evasive maneuvers. So Selin here, the body that we talked to before, that's a puppet. This is the real Selin. So we're going to talk to her. She's going to say some stuff. Nothing super... Alright, so, and just to make sure... And that's it. That's all she's got for now. This guy followed me down, and I need to get out of this dialogue. So we can still use Torrent. So what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and just bully past this guy, because I don't want to fight him. Jump over that ball. Doesn't really do anything. And we're going to come down here. We're pretty good on time, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to loop out this way. Like I said, I don't think there's anything out here. In all honesty, some of these big areas in the map, you will go out and you'll explore, you'll look, and be like, oh, this game is so awesome, I can't believe that they were able to do all this, I can see all the stuff in the background. Like, that's the castle that we're going to fight. That's the first legacy dungeon over there. And we're going to go fight that in a little bit. But from here, you can see all that. They've got this beautiful beach, but at the same time, you're just checking out, extra pixels at this point, because... there's nothing out here. Nothing at all. There's something right there, but I'm betting it's a larval egg. Or like a golden rune too. So 400 rooms. We ran out here for 400 rooms, so it wasn't a complete waste. So we're just going to run back. We're going to stick to the right. And that's kind of how I explore things too. If I see something I see big and open, I just go run it. It doesn't take that long. I think of enough random stuff as I'm doing everything that I'm doing, so we're just gonna keep on moving. And then we got ourselves a golden rune 5, so that was worth the run. The golden rune 5 was worth the run, but the rest of it, not so much. So but, yep, that's where we're going to wrap up here. We're going to come over here to this grace, and we're just going to finish off the episode. And if you're wondering what that thing is, that's the mausoleum. If you're in this area and you hear a big dong, 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 it's because you didn't knock that guy down. There's some skulls on his legs. Go ahead and knock that down, and that guy's done for. So we're just going to go ahead and sit down here. Going to check for a level up. We can level up because it looks like 9,000 here, and here we go, our 20 in vigor. Now we can put some levels in someplace else. So, in our flasks, we got the increase the amount, and that should fill us up 100% now. So, from almost dead on our health flash, that should fill us up 100%. So, and that will be fantastic. And that's going to be it for this episode. Like I said, a nice short quick one. I'm going to get on with the boys. I stream over on Twitch at Captain Laps. So come on, just come on and drop by, drop a like, drag a sub, drag all the stuff, put a thumbs up on this video, I am still working on outros because, in all honesty, I have no idea how to just end it. So I've been ending it like a phone call. So I'm just going to cut it off this time, and that's how I'm going to end the video. So I'll catch you in the next one.